Hi, my name is Mark Napoli and thanks for tuning in to watch this video. In this video I'm going to talk about the different options within cloud computing, and if you've ever wondered about deploying an application into the cloud and whether you should use infrastructure as a service or platform as a service, then hopefully we can help you understand that in this video. So if you think about them living on a continuum from infrastructure as a service on one end to platform as a service on the other end. And in fact, if you follow this through past platform as a service, you end up at software as a service, which is as far away removed from the infrastructure as you can possibly be. But here we're going to be talking about infrastructure and platform. So if you're using infrastructure as a service, you're typically dealing with virtual machines and everything around those virtual machines, which means you need to make the decisions on what operating system you want to use, the version of operating system that you're going to use, and how much disk you will give to each of those virtual machines. You need to decide on how many virtual machines you're going to run, how will you distribute them across the data centers, and how will you arrange your networking so that the networking is efficient and secure. So on the other side of the scale, on the other side of the spectrum, is platform as a service, where you are typically focusing only on the code. You would write your code in Go or Java or Python and then deploy that into your cloud provider's platform as a service offering. That could be App Engine for Google, or it could be Elastic Beanstalk for AWS. With platform as a service, the cloud provider will take care of all of the scaling needs. So as your application grows, the underlying infrastructure will move. It will scale and handle the load that you give it, all without you needing to do anything. Now, as I said, this is a continuum, and so there are services that sort of live somewhat in the middle. Now, I'll pick one that lives closer to platform as a service, which would be something like a container service. That could be the EC2 container service from AWS or one from Google. And typically you're using Docker containers, which are hermetically sealed, tight boxes that get deployed into various environments, from development through to test and into production. And those containers contain the code that you've written alongside any of the libraries that code might be dependent on to run properly. So it is still very much focused on code, but there is still some infrastructure component to it, in that you can't just write the code and deploy it. You actually need to seal up your code in some sort of a container to be deployed. So as you can see, there are multiple options to get your code into the cloud, all the way from infrastructure as a service, where it is still very hardware focused, all the way through to platform as a service, which enables you to focus explicitly on your code. Hopefully that gives you a good explanation, and thank you for watching.